looking at himself, and just as he sees himself as himself,
blows away into the dust.
One of his selves disappears into sand.
Yeah, so the bad guy turns out was him all along, and it just turns into sand. And then the girl comes up who was like the bad guy's partner, and she like takes off her dress, and then she like unzips her skin, and underneath her skin, she's him as well. And this was the point where I mentioned this earlier. She didn't need to take off her dress because it revealed her breasts, and even though it's well done, it made it so now I can't recommend it to kids.
Yeah, I don't know what a kid would think of this. I probably enjoy the pictures, the colors.
Everything else is totally appropriate.
Yeah, but
except for this one panel.
Bit of nudity, yeah.
Yeah. So, a little disappointing for me, but only in the context of recommending it. In enjoying it, it totally worked because there was this layer of reveal that, oh, if the bad guy's him, and then it's like, oh, and this girl is him too, and he totally freaks out and just runs away, and then he just runs into this like empty whiteness and there's a line on the ground.
There's a line on the ground, and then as soon as he crosses that line, he's back.
He's like back at the same party again,
and this whole story starts over again.
And the sheriff is there, and he says, "Congratulations. This is going to be a big day for us. Come in. It's about time for your instructions."
Yeah. I don't know if I enjoyed this ending as much as I enjoyed
really liked it. Because I didn't know how else it could end.
Right.
Like, I couldn't come up with anything better. But I like the idea of, a dream never really ends.
Yeah.
You just wake up.
You wake up. Yeah, I guess this guy could just be making coffee right now.
Yeah. Oh, man.
All right, James.
So what do you think?
I had to put this only because the art is so fantastic. It's so solid. But the story lost me all over the place. So I can't give it a number 1, but I gave it a number 3.
Ooh.
James,
Larry,
did we find your new favorite comic?
This is my next favorite comic for sure. I like the story the story didn't lose me. It lost me in the right kind of like it was trying to be confusing, but it never lost. Like I understood its purpose. Like it was confusing just in the exact same way as a dream. And so once I started seeing it as this is a dream story, it was perfect. Everything, all the beats in it were just like a dream.
I'm right there with you, but I still want to see that story. Ramon Perez has done some other stuff. He's done
I'll read it for sure. This was the best art I've ever seen. For sure.
What he did
so original.
John Carter Man of Mars. Remember those John Carter like they made John Carter the movie. What was it called? Mars something. Emperor of Mars or something. And the same way, it's just fantastic art. He is just great. He is just something to look at. He is just an awesome artist. Yeah, the art is definitely.
The paneling is original. Each style is original. He's doing multiple things at once. It's all layered so well. Yeah, this art is number 1 for sure. And I even put the story as number 1. Like, I love it when you don't have to have dialogue and the art can speak for itself.
Oh, yeah.
And all he had was word. He just turned words into images. And so maybe it speaks to how well Jim Henson can write in images, but the fact that there was so little dialogue and you were still captivated by the plot, you could understand everything that was going on to a certain extent. Maybe you didn't know why. But
you enjoyed the ride. It was fun. As realized by Ramon K. Perez. Good stuff. All right, you want to talk about next week?
All right. Yeah, what do we got on the docket?
All right, so we are heading into Halloween. This is going to be an entire month of horror comics, horror recent and decents, and we are going to have fun. I've never read any of this, and I hope we don't lose any listeners when we poo-poo, or maybe we won't. But this is all free on Comixology Unlimited, the entire omnibus of Buffy the Vampire Slayer Classic #1.
Oh, cool.
It's called All's Fair. It's written by Christopher Golden, and I do not think we're going to have anything foul to say about the art because it's done by Eric Powell, who did The Goon. I love Eric Powell.
Oh, nice.
So everybody come back next week when we're going to be reading some Buffy the Vampire Slayer and having some scary vibes. I'm going to have to update all of our music for some scary vibes. But until then,
looking forward to it.
Thanks for being here. This is Seattle's #1 comic book podcast, SN1CBP.com. Check us out on the web. Cheers.
Good one, Larry.
Dude,
I'm gonna have to buy a copy of this and send it off to somebody.
Yeah, you probably get it for cheap now because like I paid $20-something for it 15 years ago, but now I'm sure it's like bargain bin.
Maybe.
Yeah, check it out on Amazon. I bet you get it for cheap. It's good stuff. All right, James. What a great Christmas gift. Christmas is coming. Only 50 days left. All right, man.
I actually did get, my aunt sent me a request for my Christmas list last week.
I've started buying gifts already. My God.
Oh man, Larry, you're on top of it.
I want to be on top of it this year. I'm gonna make my own Christmas cards.
Nice.
All right, we'll see you next week.
All right, see you next week, Larry.
Bye.